되게 맞나요?
진짜 취미의 진심인 척.
맞아. 맞아요. 이런 식으로 말이야. 괜찮아요? 이런 게 괜찮아요?
For the little things you do to get hold of me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night. This feels alright. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. You got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. Take a little breath and push aside. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you. What to do? I know. Lately I've been so afraid, can't control these feelings. I've taken a dose of you. Just a little will suffice, so I can't survive. Finally, baby, I can be a fool for the little things you do to get hold of me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night. This feels alright, baby. I love you so I don't know what to do. You got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do.
여기가 아까 도깨비즈라고 여기 중간에다가 그 동그란 거 하는 게 더 나을 것 같거든요.
Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you. What to do? I know. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, I know, I don't know. Settling in, settling down. Falling in love, not falling out. I keep on falling in. Each of us both done in a crown. A crown, a crown, a crown. A king and a queen royally bound. Yeah. Both called it from the beginning. Called it. We knew that the right to be nice.
훨씬 나아진 것 같아요. 뒤에 한 번 넣어주시고요. 얘 주세요. 얘 이걸로 하는 게 좀 신경을 많이 써야 돼서 그냥 그라를 싫어해요, 내가 사실. 사실 제가 막 그라를 좋아하는 편이 아닌데.
웃겨. 솔직하다.
Every day is gonna play out the same, the same, the same, the same. Ay. I love you better today than yesterday. Every day.
여기 잘 됐어요. 여기는 뭔가 그라가 여기 조금 더 만들어볼게요.
잘하는 그라바치.
그라 제일 싫어한다는 사람.
Say what we mean, say it from the heart, from the heart. Wrinkles and grays, don't be alarmed, because you're safe with me. The beautiful signs of our story so far, so far. Both called it from the beginning. We called it, we called it. We knew that there had to be us. Knew that there had to be us. Do what we gotta do to stay winning, winning.
주세요.
우와.
예쁘죠?
Make you wanna say, I love you better today than yesterday. And every day is gonna play out the same, the same, the same. Gonna play out the same. I love you better today than yesterday. And every day is gonna play out the same. It's gonna play out the same. La da 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 da.
예쁜데요?
괜찮죠? 와우. 오버레이 해드릴게요.
이제 다 됐죠? 저 까먹었죠?
정신이 없으니까 막 가끔씩 까먹거든요.
Better than yesterday, love you more today. It's gonna play out the same. I love you, babe.
너무 아쉬워. 인스타에도 아쉬워서 한 번 더 찍어서 올릴게요. 아, 매미 때문에 죽겠어 지금. 매미 지금
운전하는데 막
마지막 발악인지 애들이 왜 이렇게 많아?
깜짝 놀랐어요. 나도 그거 보고서는.
진짜 많아.
와.
차가 진짜 장난이 아니야. 다 걔네들 찌긋찌긋해서 없어지지도
맞아
않고.
맞아 맞아 맞아.
조심 마세요. 네.
Gonna pick up, call too many times. Text jokes and so young dumb.
픽스가 제일 걱정됐어요. 빠질까봐. 그거는 뭐 한 게 아니니까. 근데 얘도 되게 잘 버티고.
밑에 픽스젤로 지탱해놔가지고 웬만해서 픽스젤로 해놓으면
아, 그래요?
빠지진 않더라고요. 저도 해봤을 때는.
When it started, but now it's super cold. Break my back trying to fix this and still end up alone. But I'll keep trying and trying till it splits me in two. Stay in my head. Won't believe our love is already all let it disappear. Forget it. Used to make me breakfast, now you just make me mad. So I hold on to delusion, pretend it's not that bad. Make a scream and speed it down 85. When I close my eyes, say I don't think we'll
이제 새로운 재료도 와서 우선 조금 스틸레토 아몬드 쉐입으로 잡아준 다음에 여기는 살짝 조금 짧은 것 같아서 연장해주고 이번에 또 새로운 셀프 네일 해볼게요. 좀 더 끝을 포인트하게 잡아주고
Now your eyes open up every morning to the love that shines.
자, 이렇게 아몬드 모양으로 쉐입 잡아줬고요. 베이스젤까지 발라줬어요. 여기 왼손의 검지랑 오른손의 약지는 제가 이제 연장을 해야 돼서 쉐입 아직 안 잡아줬답니다. 이번에 새로 산 요 가이드 젤로 한번 연장해볼게요.
Feeling fine, 'cause you said this is all you want. No more playing on all this. Waiting, I'll call you mine. I know you feel the same as I do. No more playing,
가이드 젤로
taking, baby.
조금만 짜주고 조금만 연장할 거라 많이 안 쓸 거예요. 요 브러쉬로 이런 길이 먼저 조금 잡아줄게요.
I cherish all your lines, and after all this time, feeling fine, 'cause you said this is all you want. No more playing on all this. Waiting, I call you mine. I know you feel the same as I do. No more playing, wishing, waiting. I was taking,
이렇게 쉐입 다 잡아줬고요. 여기 옆에 부분이나 이런 단차 같은 경우는 살짝 드릴로 갈아줄게요. 이렇게 해줬습니다.
Oh honey, please, can't you see what I see? This is the way it should be, yeah. This is the way it should be. I was kissing you with my eyes open, but you said keep them closed and be in the moment. So I did my best to make you feel wanted. But what about what I want? What about what I want? And what I wanted was to crash with my dumb friends on the weekend instead of watching a movie. But you wanted me to be what you need instead of being me. Oh, and that's how I knew it. I guess I never loved you like I love me. I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me. 'Cause someday I'll love someone like I love me. Might have to wait a little, and that's okay with me. Okay, okay with me. Okay. I would tell you everything I believed in, but you said shut it off, you're too old for dreaming. So I did my best to feel what you're feeling. But what about what I want? What about what I want? 'Cause what I wanted was to laugh at the way you laugh at the way I laugh. But instead you were moody, and you wanted me to be what you need instead of being me. Oh, and that's how I knew it. I guess I never loved you like I love me. I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me. 'Cause someday I'll love someone like I love me. Might have to wait a little, and that's okay with me. Okay with me. Okay, and that's okay with me. I guess I never loved you like I love me. I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me. Okay with me. Okay. if I should change my mind. But when I think back to you, I feel the same every time. 'Cause I guess I never loved you like I love me. I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me. 'Cause someday I love someone like I love me. But I have to wait a little, and that's okay with me. Okay, 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 okay with me. Okay, 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 and that's okay with me. I guess I never loved you like I love me. I guess I never loved you, and that's okay with me. Okay, 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 okay with me. Okay, 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 and that's okay with me. Okay, 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 okay with me. Okay, 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 and that's okay with me.
What's there to say? There's nothing but space in between you and I. It's okay that we change, but it feels kinda strange that you're not in my life. You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that I've ever known. But we turn into a flower that never grows. I was hiding like the moon, like that never shows. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time. Would you have stayed if I had been honest with you from the start? Don't say it's okay if I'm falling and you're running away. You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that I've ever known. But we turn into a flower that never grows. I was hiding like the moon, like that never